this is the screen for the T code SE11, and this is for ABAP dictionary. And what we did yesterday we have created one data element, Z first underscore name. I can display what we did. We have used the predefined type, which is character 30, of type character 30. So what is the agenda for today? We are going to create a table. What is the table? With the table name Z class underscore data. How many fields will be there? These many fields will be there. We are going to add other number, first name, last name, gender, mobile number, email ID, created by and created on. For every field, what we need? Data element. Okay. It's not mandatory that every time you need a data element. We can assign directly character types, or I mean data types, that includes character type, integer, num means numerical, float. These kind of data types we can assign to these fields. Data elements are not mandatory, but there are some certain things which will come in the future. For that, data elements are mandatory. And for every data element, there might be, it's not mandatory, there will be domain. What is the purpose of data element? Which will give you the technical details of that field, particular field. What is the purpose of domain? It will give you the physical details. Physical details means in which table we can find out what are the fixed values for these particular fields. Those kind of some details are there. Those are mentioned in the domain level. Okay. We have already achieved first name. Now we are going to create Z other underscore number. This is for other number, which we are going to utilize as a key field in our table. For Z other number, this time we are going to create a domain Z other underscore num domain. Same data element, or else we can follow one naming convention like Z D. It's a it's a data element, right? We can follow like ZDE other, that will be data element, and ZDO, that will be domain. Okay. So now we are going to create this data element. Okay. See, this is the data element which we are going to create. I tried to display, it is not exist. So we are going to create this one. What is the purpose? The creation of the data element. Okay. I have started with creation. What we need to give here a description, other number. Okay. As we are creating this one, there is an option domain. Last time for the first name, what we did, we utilized this as a predefined data type character, and we have given the length of 30. But this time we are going to create a domain. What will be the domain? As we discussed, for the other, there will be, we are using ZD for data element, and this is DO, ZDO, it is for domain. So we are going to put here domain. I can put enter, no active domain available. Okay, so we have to, because see, there is a no data type is there, nothing is there. How we can, if I will check this syntax, I will save this one. What will be the package? That will be, as discussed yesterday, that will be local object. We saved it. Maintain, it was asking maintain field label, no active domain. So what is the error for our active, while activation this data element, no active domain? This ZDO other num is does not exist, as it is not available. So I am going back. Again, it said that we have to maintain the length and label like yesterday. This is I maintained other character 15. See, this other number is of count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13 character. I cannot go beyond 15. If if this length is beyond 15, then it is not acceptable. Again, I tried to save. I tried to see for save, it's control save. You can say control save. Most of the time I used button control save. And similarly to activate, control F3. Normally I don't click here. So don't assume that he did not activate it. I would have pressed control F3 so it come automatically. So what I have to do, I have to activate this one. Okay, I pressed enter. Error occurred. Why occurred? This no active domain does not available, and data element number was not activated because the reason is this is not available. Domain is not available. Where I can go here, I can see attribute, user ID, package, and language. What is data type? Data type, we have to assign domain, but as this is not exist, so what is the data type of this corresponding domain? We have not yet created. Further characters are there, multiple things are there. We will look into that label later on. What is next? Field label we have maintained. So now there are two way of creation of domain. One is for this data element, we can assign domain here. On this, I will do double click. It will ask, do you want to create a domain? If yes, it will go to the screen domain. At this moment, I will cancel. And another one is /o se11. Why I am using /o? To open a new screen. If I will execute /se11, it will not work. If I will put /n here, it will go everything back and again new fresh se11 screen will open. So I am using /o se11. This will open another window. It's loading. Okay. There is an option, jet domain. Here also we can create. I mean, multiple ways are there. I will create one here and I will create another one there. Okay. So I have selected the radio button domain. I have kept this other number. Right to display, it is not exist. So I'm going to create. Okay. What is the short description? I will maintain as Aadhaar number. Here it is asking data type. Okay. Quick question. What will be the data type for this other number and what is the length?
Integer and length is 12.
Okay. So, but still, I would like to keep it as a character because in the character, integer can be accepted, right?
Yes, sir. Right.
Yeah. I've chosen. You said 12 character, right? 12 character. See, there is a place, decimal place. When we are going to put some calculation related thing, like let's assume value will come like in the points 12.50, 12.30, 40. So in that case, you can put the uh, values here. How much, what will be the type? Numerical or sorry, here it is a decimal DC, and here it's number of character. Let's assume 20 and decimal places 3, 4, 5, whichever is feasible, you can utilize that one. So at this moment, for other number, we kept character data type as a character and number of characters 12. Let's try to check. This has to be saved. I will save as a local object. Okay. No inconsistencies found. Let me activate this one. I have activated. Now it's a character data type 12 is there. Output length is sometimes you want to hide or reduce the length. You can reduce the display length like 10, 8 or all. You can put more than that also. Okay. What we have created? We have created a domain for which data element we have created this one. Okay. Now I am just entering here. Still not. Okay. Let's try to check. no inconsistency found, but still this data type and all. Earlier we used to get the error, right? Let me activate. See, data type is character, length is 12. And one more thing, from here, if I will double click, user is currently editing this GDO other number. So enter, it will come in display mode. It will not allow in the edit mode. I cannot edit this one. Okay. So this is the domain we have assigned to the this data element. Okay. Anybody is having any question?
No, sir, not any questions.
Okay. See, now what we have done, we are done with creation of two data elements. One is first name. In the first name, what we did? We did, I'm pressing C for display. F7 is the button. So sometimes don't get confused that I did not press display. How it comes? I have pressed F7. We did not mention any domain. We have utilized predefined character 30. Okay, with the field label. This is the thing. And in the second case, we have defined G Aadhaar number. In the second case, we have utilized G Aadhaar number. Sorry, GDE Aadhaar number. It's a data element. And what is the domain? We instead of predefined data type, we have utilized domain. Okay. So now we are going to create quickly all the data elements quickly without wasting time. So just observe the. We have already created the first name. We are going to create a last name. I kept here. Earlier, we have created domain using this radio button. This time we are going to create from here itself. Okay, let me cancel this one because as per our, this will be ZD create data element. I pressed enter, last name. This time instead of G last, there will be GDO. Okay, and I need to put this uh, label. Let me try to activate. Okay, this time I'm saving as a local object. Enter, error, when error refer to log, I will enter what is the log. No domain, this is not exist. Okay, now I will go back again, try to uh, this is already created, right? So I have to go in the change mode. What is the data type here? Nothing has been created. So this time, last time what I did, I went in the SE11, selected the radio button of domain and then created there. Now this time I will double click here. Do you want to create a domain? It will ask the question. Domain is not available. Create a domain. Yes. Okay. Again, the last name. What will be the data type? Character. What will be the number of character? For the first name, we have utilized 30 character length. And for this also, we will utilize 30 character. Check. Do you want to save? Yes. Local object and control F3. Activate. Activated. So now I will go back. For the going back, see, this is domain. I will go back. Where it will come? Data element. Okay. Data element. This has been created. So, and this is status. Data element status is new. Let's try to check. Everything is fine. Let me activate. Activated. So see, now instead of that new, it is in the active status. See, sometimes if it is in inactive mode, then it will be inactive. Status will change to the inactive. So let's see. I try to change something here. Okay, let it be last name. Paste. I will put enter. See, inactive or revised status. So these will not be considered as a active object. Again, I have to go activate. This is in active status. So only those fields we can utilize, those are in active status. Okay. Now you are, from where you will come to know whether it is a new or active or inactive status. You have learned in this. You have learned how to create a data element with domain, without domain. How to create a domain in SE11, you can create from here, and in the data element, inside this data element itself, you can create a domain. Okay. Now, how many things we have created? We have done with other number, first name, last name. Now I will go for age. Okay, I will try to display nothing. I will create with data element again, age. This time not available. I have to create first, save before existing. Local, for the local we have already, there is $temp. So instead of clicking on local object every time, I will directly save here, press save, because that local package is, for the local object package is $temp. So instead of every time going, if it is a $temp is already assigned, I will press save. Okay. Create a domain. Yes. What is this one? Age will be the field name. What will be the length? Normally age at max public can live 100 plus years. So what will be the length of character? 3. And what will be the data type? I will put, sorry, data type will be character, and number of length of that character will be. Okay. Now I will try to activate. I'm going to press, instead of active every time, I'm going to press Control F3. Do you want to save? Yeah, this is local, and I will just press enter. It will save in the local object. Enter. This is activated. See, status is active. Now I am going back. This is new. Try to check whether it is consistent or not. Everything is consistent. Let me activate. Data element got activate, but I have did not maintain the field this time. Okay. Where this will come? These labels will come when we are going to create a report. A report, not a normal report, ALV report. That time we are going to realize why these fields are coming. Why we are, this is not mandatory, but still we need to maintain them. When we are going to create a report, that time these going ALV reports, that time these things are going to help us. Okay, that we will come in the later part. Again, if I will check, save the object. See, now this is in inactive status. I have to activate. Activated. So now I came back. I pressed F3. Age has been created. What is next? Mobile number. Display not exist. I will create data element. Yes. Okay. Here it is. Mobile number. Okay. Domain, instead of D, it need to be DO. Enter, does not exist. What I'm doing? I cannot go every time SE11 and select the domain radio button and create the domain. Instead of that one, I will double click here and I will uh, this domain. Yeah, this was changed. Save before existing. Okay, I will save this one. $temp domain not available. Create the domain. Yes, I will assign this one. Mobile number. How many? What will be the length of mobile number? 10, right? Sorry, data type will be character of length. 10. Now don't you might have realized why this guy is assigning every time character, character, character. Because whenever we are going to pass any kind of character and all those things, right, string will or character will accept that one. That's why. Okay. So at this moment, I don't want to deal with this one. Later on, we will talk about this one. Okay. So I'm going to activate this one. Again, say $temp is there. It will save in the local package. Enter. This is this table has been a domain has been created. So now this is new. Check. Everything is no inconsistencies found, but I have to maintain the label. I will keep mobile. Guys, please observe. Don't sit silently. I hope you are observing. I came back. What is this one? Email ID. Does not exist. I'm going to create. Enter email ID.
Sunil, one quick question.
Yeah.
Uh, when you create a data element and when you create a domain, you enter a ZDE, ZDE and ZDO. It is a mandatory or it is a understanding purpose?
Not mandatory. You can maintain the same name for our understanding sake. This is a short form of D data element. This is domain to understand the things so that you will not be get confused. That's it.
Okay.
Email ID. Let's. It will be of character type. Let me put as a length 50. Let me activate this one. Save this one in the $temp. It is a local. Enter. Activated. This is the domain. It is activated in the active state.
Hi,
Go
Sun.
back. Yeah, hi.
You take length is 50, right? Number of characters.
Yes.
From where you are taking it? 50, 30, 3.
You can you on your own. We are creating right from the scratch.
Okay.
From here,
Instead
where
of
means
50, we can take 30 also.
Yes, we can see. Let's here if you want. I don't want 50. I want 40. I will enter this one. Inactive. I can revise. I have activated. Do you want to display the activation log? This is a warning. Yellow color will be warning. Output length 50 is greater than the calculated output length 40. See why this it is showing, because we have changed the number of character 40, but output length is 50. That's why that warning is there. Now I can change this to 40. This is again inactive. Let me activate. This time no warning. Even warning is also there. See, this is a random. See, first name we can at max how many character first name will be there. At 30, I thought 30. If you want to change it to 40, you can change. Okay. So now this is new. I have to maintain the label. Again, same. See, this is all the data we are creating. So don't worry. You can assign anything, whichever things you want. You want to achieve those things, you can create. I have activated. Back. How many things I have left? Created by and created one. Let me create these things quickly. Created has been done. Now we left with created on. Created by is for the user who has created, and created on, this is for date when it is created. I hope at least for which all the details we have created these many domains, fields, data elements. I hope you got right.
Yes.
See, now created on. This is specially for date. Okay. So instead of character, I don't want to go with this one because SAP has provided one format, date format. YYY MMDD. YY denotes for year. MM for month. DD it's for a date.
Month.
Okay. Okay. I am going to select this one. It will automatically give the a number of characters. Okay. I'm going to activate this one. I'm going back. Domain has been created. Now we are left with label. Okay, I have activated. So our half task has been done now. What we have created the data elements. Okay, we have created the domain. Okay, now what we need to do? We have to create a table. Okay, multiple things are there in the table. So where we can
Hello,
create
sir.
for
Hello.
yeah, hi. Yeah,
Sir,
hi.
you created at a date format. Can we change the format of the date if we want?
Yeah, you can change.
Okay.
See, now the given format is M M M M M M. I'm sorry. For the year Y 4 times Y, then MM, then DD. See, if you want to change the format instead of YYY if you want to do it to DD YYY, then there is another format. You can create a similar format, or else you can achieve through the programmatically. You can break those. You can break the into the day, month, and year. You can reshuffle or reorganize, or you can concatenate them in whichever the sequence you want. If you want to add a slash in that date slash month slash then year, if you want to add that one, if you want to add break them and put them in the format like date, then slash instead of slash hyphen, then month, then slash again year, you can put in this format also. Okay,
Okay, sir.
but you have to achieve through the program.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So yeah, now we are done with data element domain. Okay, now coming to the part database table. Okay, we are going to create the table with the name this z class underscore data. Let me put this one z class underscore data. Try to display. Nothing is there. I'm going to, this is not exist. So I'm going to create. So see, this is the screen for data. This is for table. What is the description? Class details. Okay, let I put this one. You can see attribute is there, delivery and maintenance fields. This is the fields where we are going to maintain the field name and all. Then some technical settings are there. Okay, before going to the field, it is showing that fill all the required entry fields. Delivery class. I'm going to click on this one. This is known as a F4. Here you can see what is the purpose of this delivery class. See, purpose of this delivery class, application table, master data and transaction data. This is C, type C, customizing table. L, table for storing temporary data, delivered empty. See, these are some types A, C, L, G, E, S, W. Okay. Out of this, mostly we will be dealing with A and C. A is for master data. You can see. Guys, can you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A for application table master data. Master data is the data which is going to change hardly sometimes. Uh, you can say yearly once, twice, or maybe in the decades of time it will not change. For that, master table will be there. Okay. And another one is custom table. Custom table is that is where customer data is getting updated continuously. For example, this is our table where we are going to update this table with the student name, his mobile number. If a mobile number has been changed, if Hunarshid mobile number is got changed, we have to update that one. If Sunil's email ID changed, we have to update that one. Gender will sorry, not gender. I'm sorry, age might get changed or get updated every time. We have to maintain that one. Those kind of things will get updated every each and then. Okay, for that we have to go for customizing table. Master table, as I said, that table data will change hardly or yearly once, or sometimes even a decade it will not get changed. So this is the table which we are going to create for customizing purpose. Okay, that's why I'm going to select as a type C. There are some types: data browser, table view maintenance, display maintenance allowed with restriction. Okay, I am going to show you all these three options. You can see display maintenance allowed with restriction, display or maintenance allowed, display slash maintenance not allowed. At this moment, I'm going to select display or slash maintenance is not allowed. Why I selected this one? Once we see, there is one T code, another T code, SM30. SM30 is the T code where we used to maintain the data manually in the table. For that, to maintain that one, we have to select display maintenance allowed. If we are not allowing to update the table manually, uh, we are going to select this display maintenance not allowed. If there are some certain restriction we would like to add, for that we are going to select display or maintenance allowed with restriction. At this moment, I am going to select display or maintenance not allowed. Why? Because we want to learn SM30T code and table maintenance generator. Some certain things are there. For that, we at this moment we kept as it is not allowed. Okay. Now we are coming to so we will talk about this one later. I hope you understood this delivery class. Now, field. Okay. In the first class, we observed that there is a client concept. I said you might have observed 100, 101, 200, 300, 800 clients are there. Okay. For that, SAP has given one by default field client, or known as a MANDT. You can CLINT, that data element you can, that is standard one. You can use as it is for client. For the similarly, there is a MANDT. Two fields are there. You can utilize if the system is for client specific, or this system is client specific. That's why we have to use. If there is only single client is there, then this is not mandatory. But who knows, in the future we can divide the same system in two different clients. That's why mostly we use mandate. Okay. And every time mandate will be key field. You can see here the column with the name key field. Whether this is a key field, yes, it is key field. You can see there is another column, initial value. If I will put my cursor here, right, what it will show not null forced. If I am going to select, there should be definitely some value that should not be empty. That is the purpose of this column. Okay, if we are going to deal with null, right, anything can be compared with that one, and it is going to hamper on the performance of table. Okay, now this mandatory field we have added. Now we need to add all the rest of the field. See, for the data element and domain, we have created with Z, but for this one, it's not necessary. You can utilize anything, okay, for field. But for this corresponding data element, all whatever the things we have created, we are going to utilize. That is Z D. I am just putting enter. Okay, as other ID will be unique for everyone. That is, I am going to put as a key field, select as a key field, and for initial value that should not be blank. Okay, now I have added only one field. Okay, how it arrived? 12 other number and all. This came from its description. This came from the domain. You can double click here also. Before that, it is asking save. Yes, I would like to save in the local object. $temp is there. Save it. See where it navigated to the data element. What is the data type? Character 12. Here I can double click. It is navigating to the domain of character 12. So I am going back again. I would like to be okay. See, now here it is. We have added two field at this moment. I would like to see. I'm going to check this one whether everything. See, it's not mandatory that every field supposed to be there, but I have added two fields. Let me check. I press check. No consistencies found. Let me activate this one. But while activating, where we reached? Dictionary maintain technical settings. We still did not maintain. Here we can go back, but it is asking mandatory thing. But I will forcefully go back. Okay, I will cancel this one. Why I came back? I would like to show where it is. This is the technical setting field. It will come to the again the same place where we achieved. Okay. Now again, this is this is the field where we are dealing with the database. Actually, how this is getting stored in the database in the sense memory. There are again SAP given some standard thing. As there we have observed delivery class. What are those? A for master, C for customizing, and all those things. Here also the same thing. This is for database. Inside memory there should for every table there will be some memory allocation will be there in the database. Whenever we have created a table, that time some memory allocation will be done in the database, and based on that based on which based on this data class. For our case, this table is transaction related table. I mean custom table. Based on the transaction, we are going to maintain that one. I have selected this one. Size category. When I will come to the size category, we know if we have created this table, how will be the frequency, how many times we are going to create, update, delete the data from this table. If for every month there will be sometimes see based on our transaction or based on the how many candidates are coming or joining coming to us and joining our class of, let's assume monthly twice or monthly hardly 10 people will come, then I'm going to select as 0 to 20. If it is frequencies might be 20 to 100, that time I'm going to select this 20 to 100 or 81 to 320. These kind of ranges they have given. This is a size category. At this moment I'm going to select 0 to 20. based on this Based on this, it is going to allocate the database in the memory. Actually, there are again some certain things. Buffering, you might have heard about cache memory. In the ROM, data will be stored in the RAM will be the not even cache memory, but it is RAM is faster than the ROM, but cache memory where data will be stored and it will retrieve faster and it will process will work faster. So whether you want to do save the data of this table in the cache memory or not, whether at this moment it is buffering is not allowed. Buffering if I will select the buffering allowed but switched off and buffering activated, if buffering is activated, then what kind of buffering will be there? Whether that will be single record of buffering, I mean one record, one by one record will be buffered or loaded in the cache memory, generic area buffered, or for that there will be, we have to provide number of key fields. In our table we are going to create two key fields, two key fields, mobile number and other number. For that we have to provide those key fields or fully buffered. Fully buffered means entire table, let's assume there are 10 records are in this table, enter all the 10 records. 10 records means, for example, Sunil's record will be considered as one record, Hunurshid the data will be considered as second record, Mahesh record will be considered as data will be considered as a third record. Okay, you will come to know how this will how this table will look like, how those record will be there, how those will be fully buffered. At this moment I will not allow buffering, and again some things are there. See, log data changes. If I will check this one, right, there are some standards table which will track this record, track the data of who came and who changed the data of this table, who updated this one. That kind of data will be, uh, I mean, if I will check this one, that will be logged. I'm not going to check this one because I don't want to keep my records changed. These are the technical settings. I'm going to save this one. Saved. I'm going to back. See, now I will try to activate. My active table has been got generated. Okay, this is the table for which my table has been got generated. Okay, I will go back again. I will try to display this one. There is a option. This is disabled at this moment because no data is there, and even what we have did, maintenance and all, it's not allowed. So there is a one more option, T code /o SE16N. 16N, this is another way of displaying table data. Okay, I kept my, you cannot display, I think some restrictions are there, I cannot display with this one. Okay, let it be. Okay, now I'm going to be in the change mode. Instead of this display maintenance not allowed, I will go with the allowed. See, allowed, this is got enabled. If I will make it to the disable, this will gray out. Let me allow this one. Okay, let me activate. This is content. What is the content? I would like to see. What is there? Aadhaar number is there. As that another one is a mandatory that is for client. Mostly we will not be able to, I mean, it will not be displayed here. See, there are again some certain things are there. See, this is Aadhaar number is a technical field name, but there are certain options are there. Format list, user parameter, format list, choose fields, field for selection. This Aadhaar number is the only one thing is there. We can select or deselect. See, now why I came to this one, go to settings, format list, choose fields, user parameters. User parameters, you can see there is a one option, field name, field label. Now this is Aadhaar underscore num is a technical field name. Instead of that one, if I will go for field label, I will enter, this will change to the Aadhaar number. Okay, so what is this is a short description of that particular field, because someone will not understand based on the technical name. Front person will not understand for which this field is there. This is Aadhaar number. Okay, and for the developer they mostly will not understand they used to check this one as a technical name. They want to see the technical name. In that case, they will go for the other number. Okay. Now I would like to execute this one. Execute. No data is there. No table entries, because till now we have created only table. We did not created data inside this one. Okay. Now we are running out of the time. Let me keep all those fields quickly, and let me activate this table. Tomorrow we are going to maintain the table data. Okay. Now I kept other number is done. Now I will go, sorry, my second key ID, I will put mobile number here. I will keep as this one as a key field. Enter. Then again, first name, last name, gender is there. I will copy. These are not a key field, and even I can put empty things also there. So I will keep as it is. So later on, while table maintenance, you will understand. Enter. ZD first. Okay, for this one, first name we did not use our naming convention. Okay. This is ZD last. This is age. Age. Email ID created by and created on. Email ID with the, this is a not key field. Then again, created by. See, I have created all these things. I'm going to activate. I have activated with all these fields. Now I will go with this one. See, now all the fields are there. Earlier there was only other number, mobile number, first name, last name, age, and all. If I will go to the settings, change the user parameter from field name to field label, it will display like other name, mobile number. At this moment, we don't have any data at this moment. Okay, we have created table. How to create a data inside this one? We will continue with tomorrow's class. We are having 6 more minutes left. Quick question. Anybody is having any quick question? Let me know.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I understand.
That key concept is as like a primary key or unique key, right, sir?
These are considered as primary key.
Okay, sir. Okay. Because they accept not null values. That's why not.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
But these all the rest of the field can accept null value because I did not check them.
Right, sir.
Okay. So now everybody is clear, right? We have created a table with these many fields. And as of now, we don't have any data inside that one. Yeah, Mahesh, you were saying something?
Yes, but you create, I think, no, my question is, in every table, there is only one primary key.
No, it's not mandatory. There might be multiple primary keys.
Okay.
It's not mandatory.
Sir,
See,
if we
I
go
would,
through the SQL, at that time only one primary key is assigned to the single table. That's why he's asking.
okay. But here in SAP, you can assign, see, the same number can be assigned to a different passbook. Your mother and your father, the same number might be assigned. So see, multiple scenarios are there. So here in this case, in SAP, we can assign multiple key fields. But if there is a only single key concept in SQL, that I'm not sure and I'm not aware of that one. Okay, I have
Okay,
4 minutes
sure.
left. I would like to show you something. See, I would like to, for every field, there is a data element, and for every data element, there might be domain or there might be predefined data type, which we have created. Now, let's assume I am going to anything like middle name. Let's use middle underscore name. I don't want to create this data element. There are option like built-in type option is there. If I will click on that one, right? This is get disabled. I would like to pass directly a character data type, and I can pass 30 length and press enter. Nothing is there. I can pass this as a middle name and I can activate. This is the another way of adding or creating the field. It's not mandatory that for every field there is should be data element. Even with the predefined data type or we can also achieve add the field. Okay. If I will go click again, this is empty. But if I can create all these things based on this built-in types also. But there are some certain things, certain mandatory things which are going to help us in future. So now how many things we have covered? Creation of the data element, creation of the data element without domain, with predefined type. One way. Another one is creation of the data element with the domain. Another way. And creation of the field without use of data element. So mostly we have covered all those things. Okay. So that's it for the day. We are going to continue with the creation of the data. For the creation of the data, right, we have to create one table maintenance generator. We have to create, then only we can maintain using SM30 T code. And another one, another way of creating the data inside that table, we have to, if there is a no table maintenance generator, we don't have access for SM30, then we have to update that table using through program, update, delete, or modify those records. Okay. Looks it is inactive. Let me activate. Utilities, table maintenance generator is a one option. Here we have to do some things that I am going to show you tomorrow. Okay. That's it for the day.